Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And peace and blessings to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners, keeping his word in truth and sincerity. We here at the side camp. We got the main camp, Dallas GMS camp. We got other camps, younger brothers. We got the elder Maka'ala. We got the brother Patak, brother Vanaya. I'm Yaquab. So we just pretty much gonna go into, the whole beast system being set up on the planet Earth through Esau. Because we know, according to prophecy, that is gonna come to pass. According to Revelation 13, Revelation 14, that C-hip, is gonna eventually be implemented. You hear talks about the U.S. petrodollar, losing its value, and all these other heathen nations making agreements amongst each other on how they gonna remove themselves from the dollar. So you got, we were just talking about it. You got Mexico, and then you have China and these other South African nations in talks about setting up their own currency, man. So it's not something far off. Of course, it's gonna take time to get to that. But just being in talk, just being a rumor, is something that is a threat to the U.S. dollar.
I got an article for you. This is according to this is according to American Institute for Economic Research. It is the title of this article is "De-dollarization has begun," and it states last week China and Brazil reached an agreement to settle trades in one another's currencies. Over the past 15 years, China has replaced the United States as the main trading partner of resource-rich Brazil, which Brazil, whether it was going into, is a part of BRICS. BRICS is an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. These various countries have pacts to do business with one another, economically speaking. They're actually trying to, like the brother brought out, set up a currency within that pact. Other nations are starting to show interest in joining BRICS. Places like Argentina, Mexico, and various other ones. There's an Arabic nation. So with these pacts, Saudi Arabia also. So with these pacts, they're moving away from the American dollar, which is causing the dollar to be devalued. Okay, which is going to cause what? Inflation and things of that nature, the destruction of the dollar. All right. Back to it, says, and as such, that shift have been inevitable. But within the context of recent circumstances, this appears to be another in a series of recent blows to the central role of the dollar in global trade.
Yeah, hey, these things have been prophesied in the scriptures, man. Everybody's looking at America like, okay, you know what? We not the way things are going. I think this is the better business route to take when it comes to oil, different commodities,
right?
Because America, like everybody's been saying, man, America's been draining the whole, circling the drain for years, man. And everybody's seeing it. All these heathen nations are seeing it. I got a quick one just to go on into, because eventually that's going to lead to that global reset that everybody, that phrase that everybody likes to use. A global reset. So I'm going to read Jeremiah 50 and 9. So like, let me get that in Revelation first. This is Revelations 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You know, so that image of the beast going into the whole beast system and that infrastructure that Esau has set up here in America, man. That's what Esau pushes when he goes out and declares democracy or freedom. You know what I mean? That's the image of the beast, man. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Verse 15, this is back in verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, so Esau got the power, his power to bring forth the image of the beast is via his policies that he passes, man. These various laws that Esau is pushing out, man. You see, Elder Yashawoman was talking about how, you know, I think you brought it up, a brother down there brought it up, like Uganda, how they was against the LGBT laws, the alphabet gang laws, Slovakia, man. But then you had Kamala Harris fly over there and try to tell them, well, you got to get down with that, you know. But that's Esau trying to push forward that image of the beast upon everybody, man. But like the scriptures say, man, the nations are mad. They done drunk Esau's, they done drunk the wine of Babylon, man. You see, that's why you got these various, like the brother said, the BRICS nations, they in talks of what? Dumping a dollar bill, man. Which is gonna cause what, inflation, you know, I guess like hyperinflation, you know, with a point to where it's gonna cost more dollars to get what you would regularly get with a lesser amount, man. You know, what is that gonna cause? That's gonna cause uproars of the people. You know, we're getting ready to see all that, and this has all been orchestrated by the elites, man. You know, they fund, when you go into the history, man, they fund both sides of the wars, man. You know, and they doing this to push forward their true agenda, which is to bring forth that new beast system, that NWO, man, to tag every damn body, man. You know, that's gonna be the new currency. You know, we see they talking about that with that Fed now. They done so-called off the cash out, you know, do the greater cash out. Saying they telling you what it is, man. You know, we trying to do away with the dollar, man. You know, these people, you still got niggas out there saying that the MOTB is not the chip, man. But clearly, we see that what Esau is pushing forth, man, to be the microchip, man, to be the MOTB.
Yeah,
But it's it.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, that's right, man. You had back in 2010, 2012, 13, 14, you had people coming out with videos on YouTube talking about that mark, man, being that C hip. You know, they said that they had this technology of the size of a grain of rice that will be implemented in your body, you know, to pretty much mark you, man, like a cow out in the field, man. This information has been out, you know, and the elders, apostles, before YouTube even happened, they was talking about it, you know, back in the 90s, man. And now, you know, you had all these people, you know, these conspiracy theorists talking about the C-hip during that era, but it was already prophesied that it would happen. According to what? According to this book, man. That's where they got the info from. You know, we got more on. I'll keep on. This is back in Revelation 13, verse 15. So like in verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So it don't matter what class you in, whether you in the middle of, you know, lower, middle, or higher class, you know what I'm saying, you're still gonna have to take it. Because if you want to be a part of that society, if you want to keep on eating and drinking and living your life, you're gonna have to take that mark, man.
That's right.
There's no other choice.
Mandatory.
Yeah, it's mandatory. Just like and all of you damn mother, you know, you bastards that took that damn Vanessa, you gonna take that C-hip, man. Y'all trusted in the power of Pharaoh, but ain't trusting the power of the Most High, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's how we know that these people are going to be put to death, man. All these people that, you know, whether they be in your family, whether your co-workers or people that you just know in the world, you know damn well they took that thing, man. Like 99.9% of the people I know outside of the brothers, man, they took that thing, man.
Yep.
And then why? Because their livelihood was threatened. You know, we was out there, they say, hey, if you don't take it within 90 days, you know, we're going to have to cut you off. You know, so, hey, brothers trusted in the Most High, and then what happened, man? They still there. You know, you have to do your little, you know, what's it called? Your little affidavit, you know what I'm saying? But after that, look where we at now. We still, you know, the Most High looked out. We still got our jobs, we working, eating. You know, these people don't have faith, man. So that's when Esau implements that mark, man, these people they're gonna take it, man.
Especially when you bring death into the picture, man. Like you read in verse 15, it says those people who you read that last one of verse 15, bro?
Gotcha. This is the end of Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And what comes with a part of worshiping the image of the beast? Taking that MOTB, man. You know, so these people about to get faced with a choice, man. Either you gonna get down with this new system and take this tag, man, or you gonna face death, man. You know, like the brother said, that Vanessa was just a test run, man. Esau always do things. He tests the system to see how the people will react, man. You know, that was just a test run to what his true plan is, man. You know, and when these people are faced with death, like the brother said, when people were faced with the threat of their livelihood, their jobs, they folded. Well, imagine with something more major than that, which is faced with death, man. These people are gonna be pushing niggas over trying to get it, man. You know, because they don't have no faith in it. Also, man, they don't even know the Lord, man. You know, and that's gonna cause them to give themselves over unto Esau Edom, man, to that new way. You know.
If I can say this, if you read this, go to Revelation 14 and 9, real quick.
Revelation 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Now you see that the image and that mark is two different things. What is that image of the beast? The image of the beast is following after basically Western culture, which is segues you into receiving that mark. Right? Because if you worship the image of the beast, you accepted homosexuality. You accepted universalism, subjectivism. There is no right or wrong. Yep. You live your life based off of your truth and all these other madness and wayward doctrines, which is going to be a catalyst for you to say, hey, you know what? It's time for us to transition being human, be transhuman.
Yep.
Right? Which is a form of eugenics. Right, and that's going to induce the people to accept that MOTB. Yeah. So there's certain ideologies that's building up to people falling after the MOTB. You know what I'm saying? Which is that image of the beast.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures talk about that. You know, lest he be taken down, lest there be no flesh saved. Yeah, I butchered it, but roughly paraphrased. Yeah, lest the days be short, there be no flesh saved, man. So if this keeps going on, man, everybody's just gonna die. Everything's just gonna die. There's movies, there's video games that talk about how eventually in the future, people are gonna replace their body parts with mechanical parts. Androids. You know what I'm saying? So if Esau keeps on ruling, eventually, for him to be able to live together, he's just gonna have to replace the whole body into a damn robot. You're gonna have nothing but robots walking on the planet Earth. Still polluting the earth, still polluting the water, you know what I mean? That's madness. Having sex with every goddamn thing, worshiping everything, religions, all that's gonna just be running. and especially if he's trying to leave the planet, that thing just gonna be. You telling me he gonna rule other planets and that with that philosophy? You know what I mean? That's why the Most High cut him off from leaving this place, man.
We're reading about the new religion right now. Revelation 13, man. Causing everybody got to worship the image, man. It's not the first time the New World Order was spoke about, man. You know, you go back, you read during the time of Nimrod, you know. You had in the time of Daniel, you know. What did he try to do? He tried to make everybody bow unto this image, man. You see, during the time of the Maccabees, you know, during the time of the Greek captivity, Antiochus Epiphanes, man. You know, put that decree out that everybody should leave their way and everybody follow this one way, man. What do you think that is? That's a new world order, man. Okay? So this is not a new thing, man. You know? Like the scripture saying, the Ecclesiastes, the thing which is good is that which shall be, man. And we see that Esau is getting ready to Esau is doing that right now. He's trying to set that system up, man. You know? And these people are ready for the taking, man. You know? While these people out here partying and thinking that they have a good time, your ass is getting besieged, man. Right. You know? Right now you have Esau Edom, these trained derailments, man. That ain't no fucking coincidence, man. You know? All these damn trained derailments, all these chemicals just happen to spill over by some water, in water, man. You see? Your ass is being besieged, man. The farmlands and these different factories are being cut off, being burnt up, man. Animals, Esau was talking about getting rid of the animals, they so-called affecting the ozone. They're the problem. The animals are the problem with the world, with the ozone layer. That's why it's a hole in the ozone layer, because there's too many cow farts. Don't even make no damn sense, man. You see? But while you people are out partying, man, you being besieged, man. You see? Your enemy's getting ready to cut off your food source, man. You see? To where your ass, he gonna have you on your fucking knees, man. He's making it to where he's gonna be the one with the power. You see? This is a power move that Esau is doing to these people, man. These people are so fucking blind, man. They don't even see what's happening, man. Why? Because Esau pushes folly out. Like the scripture saying in Ecclesiastes, man, folly is set in great dignity. You know? These people worry about sports. They worry about shit like this, TikTok. Esau keep the people entertained while he in the back saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He making moves, man. While you at the fucking game, while everybody in the fucking stadium, Esau out making moves, man. You know? Yep. That's a part of their magic, man. He make you look at one hand while you know what I'm saying? That's a part of the magic, bro. He had you looking at this hand when with the other hand, he the one, he really doing the shit, you know? It's always a fucking agenda with this man. So if he comes with that humble spirit thinking that I'm trying to help you. Believe me, it's a hidden agenda behind you.
This is Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." You know, this is the shadow of Egypt, man. They trusted in Pharaoh, Esau, which is the modern day Pharaoh. They depending on him to see what's next. What can I do to get this? Or I need food. I go to Tom Thumb, I go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They got these government I just rely on him. So they look at this man as that provider, man. But they not thinking about what happens when he takes that away. You trusting in this man 100%, 666%, not thinking about what the possibility of him taking those things away.
These niggas feeling it now. That's why they are dropping. That's why it's sudden death syndrome all of a sudden. Because your ass trusting in the counsel, but not of the Lord, man. You covering yourself with the spirit, but not of the spirit of the Lord, man. You see, it wasn't a thought in our people's mind to say, well, man, what was the Lord thinking about me taking this? Right. You know? They worried about what Esau's saying. Esau coming up with a nigga in a white jacket and some glasses, and you niggas fall for every fucking word, man. Yep. You see? Oh, yeah, this nigga, it's spicy. If you get it, first a nigga said, you ain't gonna get it. Then a nigga said, well, if you get it, it ain't gonna be as bad. Then a nigga said, a nigga kept changing it, man. Right. He kept changing what he fucking said, man. Like the scripture says, he's a physician of no value, man. He's a father of lies, man. You can't trust this devil.
Right. That's right, I remember that. Okay.
I was just gonna say, and that, just to add to what the Kanye was going into at the end of the day, for Jake, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it goes back to the curses, because the Lord said that we were gonna have to go to this man for the want of all things, things we need and want. But he was the Lord. That showed the perfection of the Lord, man. He was setting them up. They were in a trick bag because the remnant, he had the remnant set up to return. And it says, and when you read in Isaiah the 10th chapter, that we were going to rely on the Lord, man, you know, and not him that smote us, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was all a setup. The Lord is perfect, man, which is beautiful.
That's right. I got one more verse that says, verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. You know? So, yeah, man, especially in the nation of Israel, that 2/3 trusting in the shadow of Egypt, and the strength of Pharaoh is going to be their shame. They're gonna look hella stupid when inflation go up, and then now a piece of bread, a slice of bread, or a bag of bread is gonna be like $100, $1,000. Who knows? You know. The counters are gonna be empty. Going to be hella lines. You know, just imagine, for example, whenever the C-19 hit. You was out there waiting in a long ass line at Walmart just for you to, and you had to wear a mask. At some place you gotta wear a double mask. You know,
That was a shock test.
Yeah, to see
That was just really a shock test to see how people react, and also to put certain provisions in to ensure that they're able to control the masses. If you notice, the barricades in these various stores, they never went away. When you go to certain like Walmarts, they have barricades in it. Shoot, Targets, they have certain barricades in it. Why is that? Because they know that something is going on. And also, it's still limited on how much water you're able to purchase.
Right.
You know, back in the day, you'd be able to buy, full cases of water. You can't do that anymore. Why is that? Because they're getting ready for something.
Yeah. You know it's something coming.
Shit, I saw there's a Walmart where I used to live by. It was open, and they closed it down. But there's like, 'cause I drive by it every day when I go to work. You know, there's still activity there. They got cars parked, like a few cars parked, and they got a police officer patrolling it. So one day I was going through the back and I saw a FEMA truck. I didn't tell brothers that, but I saw a FEMA like a freight truck in the back. It said FEMA straight up. I was like, man, they doing something in there because it's barricaded. You can see where the doors are that would open up. They got that plywood, so people don't break in. And the windows and everything, they got plywood, but there's still people moving around in there. You got police officers patrolling there, man. These people, when you hear about these places, or when you see places shut down, that you're like, damn, I would never have thought that this Walmart or maybe a bigger building was shut. It's because they're using it for something.
Right.
That's all.
No, in the second Ezra chapter 6, in verse 22 in the NLT, I mean the GNT, my bad. It says, planted fields will suddenly become empty, become bare, and full barns will suddenly become empty. Then the trumpet sound, it's like it says, then the trumpet will sound, and sudden terror will grip the hearts of everyone when they hear it. You see? So these full storehouses, man, you see? These planted fields about to, these people are about to start going to the grocery stores and there ain't gonna be shit there, man. But like the elder said, man, they limited shit now, but at the times, hey, man, it could touch this year, man. Bro, these people are gonna bug the hell out when your ass gonna get one pack of meat, one bag of rice, because it's a fucking shortage, man. Yeah, they're gonna start rationing it out, man. And when these people hear that sound, the sound of that alarm, their ass gonna damn. They gonna get scared, man. But the prophet's been told you what was about to take place, man. You see? Verse 24, it says, friends will fight like enemies, and the earth and its people will be terrified. Rivers will stop flowing and stand still for 3 hours. You see? So when times get bad and food is short, these people that your bestie, your BFF, that your work buddy and all that shit, that's gonna turn the kindest people to savages, man. It's gonna be a dog eat dog spirit out here, man. People gonna be getting off at the grocery stores for the little food that they can afford to get, man. You see, the grocery store is gonna be a place of judgment, man.
got more?
No,
I got one real quick. This is Isaiah 31, and I'm gonna read it in the NLT. 31 and verse 1, and it reads, and at the top it says, the futility of relying on Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? And that word futility means like pointless or useless. This place is pointless, man. You know, it's pointless to go to Esau. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 31 and 1. What sorrow? Oh, because if you read in the KJV, it's going to say woe, which is destruction, which is sorrow. Sorrow. It says what sorrow awaits those who look to Egypt for help. And that Egypt is talking about America. You know, when you read in Revelations, the 11th chapter, in verse 8, it speaks of that spiritual Sodom and Egypt. You know, that great city, which we know, you know, by statements like America the Great, make America great again. You know what I'm saying? This that you, those are just some indicators of that great city. This is the place that everybody and their mama and uncle and auntie, grandma and grandpa, everybody wants to come to, because they think that this is a place of prosperity. There you go, Thawada, Saquon. Of prosperity and making their dreams happen, come true, and, you know, making better ways for themselves and their families, man. But that's a farce and a lie, man. So it says, what sorrow awaits those who look to Egypt for help, which the majority of the nation of Israel is going to do, man. They already did. Akim made that the point of them going to this dude for that juicy juice, man. You know, they trusted in this place, man. And it's going to bring much sorrow. It says, trusting their horses, chariots, and charioteers, and depending on the strength of human armies, instead of looking to the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. It says, in his wisdom, the Lord will send great disaster, and that's what's coming, man. Great disaster is coming to the shores of America, man. It tells you in, what's that, 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, he's about to bring great miseries, man. It says, in his wisdom, the Lord will send great disaster. He will not change his mind. He will rise against the wicked and against their helpers, man. You know, so everybody, of course, we know who the wicked is, pursuant to Malachi 1, you know, and verse 4, Esau is the border of wickedness. And then all these nations that are in that same spirit, man, you know. It says, for these Egyptians are mere humans, not power, not God, not power. Their horses are puny flesh, not mighty spirits. When the Lord raises his fist against them, which is that right hand, Yahweh Shai, those who help will stumble, and those being helped will fall. They will all fall down and die together, man. And that's what's coming, man. You know what I'm saying? To follow this place is death, man. You know?
Hey, I got a land back. Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, there are trusses in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him.
God, hey, read again. Read again.
This nigga's stupid. What they doing? Clearly you can't park right there.
God, you can't park right here, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, there are trusses in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt.
Because this nigga is going down, man. A staff represents rulership. It's broken, man. Esau, we're at Esau's end. This is the end of Esau, his kingdom, man. His setup, his society, his rulership. It's over, man. So you people are putting your trust in a broken reed, man. Go ahead, Al.
We're on, if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
Pain and punishment, sorrows, man, which that actually reminds me of the sea here, man. You know?
Yeah.
You know, that piercing, man. You trust in this place and you're gonna get pierced with that sea here.
Real quick, can you read that again, brother?
Okay. Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
Broken reed, man. And when you go into that word broken, it's strong H 7533. Ratazas. I think I'm saying that right. When you go down, it says to grievously oppress, to oppress. you trusting in oppression, man.
Right.
Brother brought that out down there earlier, man.
Right.
You know, not the trust in oppression. You trusting in that broken, that oppressive reed, man.
Right.
A reed is a representation of like a staff, man.
Right.
Rulership, man.
Rulership, right.
An oppressive rulership, man.
There it is.
You know.
Yeah, it says it right here too. It says to break in pieces, literally or figuratively, break, bruise, crush, discourage, oppress. It says shatter. You know.
That's exactly what America is to you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's it.
It was designed to crush you, to oppress you, man, to break you in pieces, man.
Yep.
And then when we see that it's done a good job, man, because a portion of our nation, man, are totally, they out of there, man. You know, there's nothing more that the Lord can do but to put their ass to death, man. You see? Because they trust in oppression, like the elder said earlier, they got this Stockholm syndrome, man.
Yep.
You know? Those don't matter what this damn devil do, these people they gonna always forgive them, man. You know?
Con. We're on, if a man lean, it will go into his head and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Exactly. King of Egypt, man. You know, Esau, man, in these times, man. You know, this is spiritual Egypt. Revelation, the 11th chapter, and verse 8, man. You know what I'm saying? And all of the signs and everything is here to prove that, man. You know, the obelisk up in the yard of the National Monument. You know, the pyramid on the back of the currency, the dollar bill. You know, everything is in the spirit of Egypt here. I believe beer. Don't beer go back to Egypt?
Yep.
Makeup.
In fact, it does.
You know, all of that. You know, bowling, pizza.
The fish snake.
Right.
damn.
All of that, man. So this is the spirit of Egypt. Right, Con. This is spiritual Egypt all over again. You know, so if you trust in Egypt and the Pharaoh, the modern day Pharaoh, you about to lose, man.
That's right.
Point blank, bottom line, period.
I got a precept, or I got a scripture. This is Jeremiah 2, verse 13. It says, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water." You know, so they've forsaken the fountain of living waters, being the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and went after cisterns that can hold no water.
Right.
You know, the idols and worshiping of different gods, and laying aside the Most High, man, Yahweh, and His Son, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, so that's why it goes into that, man. They hewn them out cisterns that can hold no water.
And that's why the scriptures say to drink out of your own cisterns, man. You know what I'm saying? Christianity, that's a cistern. You know, Egyptology, Catholicism, all of these so-called religions. You know what I'm saying? Sects of the different religious sects. That's a broken cistern, man. You know, this knowledge is the cistern that you should be drinking from, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, man. You know, of course, the scattered seed. You know what I'm saying? That may not come looking like the typical so-called black, Latino, or Native American. You know, because the seed has been scattered. You know, so they gonna come looking different in these times. It's about the spirit, man.
That's right. For edification, I wanted to say, like when we read in Isaiah, when it goes into like us trusting into Egypt. In Egypt, what was going on is the Assyrians were in power, and Jacob, the northern tribe, I believe, had certain pacts to rebel against the Assyrians. But within them making these certain pacts with them, and I want to say with Ethiopia too, it got to the point to where those pacts meant nothing, and they ended up falling. They end up falling, right? Trusting in Egypt. And that same thing is going to happen to our people, trusting in Egypt once again, the spiritual place Egypt. You know, just for edification. Now, in Isaiah the 36th chapter, he was actually talking to Hezekiah, which was the southern tribe. I forget the man's name. Ribkayah, like an ambassador. the king of Syria at the time.
You guys have a lighter?
And so them speaking get your bitch ass
no,
on,
no,
man.
no, man.
Get your
Bro,
bitch ass
put
on,
your
man.
motherfucking ass on, bro.
Bitch ass nigga.
The hell, bro?
I'm gonna knock your motherfucking top off.
God,
Nah,
these people.
Sennacherib. Yeah. Was it Sennacherib? Yeah, it's Rashika. Rashika had said unto Hezekiah. Right? Then, trusting in Egypt, because the southern tribe had pacts with Egypt too, was going to come to naught. But the Most High sustained the southern tribe because Hezekiah was a righteous king. He followed the will of the Heavenly Father. Hey, he drunk out of his own cistern, meaning he believed in the true living flowing water, man. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh. But our people, they're falling after another way, and it's going to lead to their destruction. What way are they falling after? The ways of spiritual Egypt and Sodom, right? Just for edification,
Beautiful. But yeah, the Proverbs, the first chapter goes into that, man. They didn't listen to the Lord, so the Most High is going to laugh at the calamity. So when those things come to pass, Esau takes away their access to food, water, their living conditions and their way of life. Hey, the Most High is going to laugh, man. These people are going to be running after the sea hip, thinking that they're going to be good if they take it. But hey, that's just another snare.
That's right. That's going to be another snare.
You got one. This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." That's why the scriptures compare these times as if it were the times of Noah, man. Because if you read in Genesis, it says that the whole earth was polluted with wickedness. So we gonna know that it's the end days, the end of the end days, because we would see those things that was happening during the time of Noah, man. Just like Noah was prophesying that these bastards would die because they went against the ways of the Lord, the same thing is happening right now, man. You got men of the Lord prophesying that these people are going to be put to death for all the evil and all the wickedness that they do, man. You can go ahead and call yourself a good person all day long, but that don't make you a good according to scripture, man. I don't care if you save 500 dogs from being homeless.
Right.
The Lord ain't looking at that. It don't matter if you go to the soup kitchen and feed the homeless, volunteering or whatever, or if you give to charity, man. The Lord ain't looking at that.
Yeah, you don't care. Right.
Yeah, man. Those are things done in vain. The Lord is looking at those men that are gonna come up and stand up for Him, for His laws, statutes, commandments, and everything that this book is talking about, man.
Even the Lord, even Yahweh Shai, the Lord said, "Why callest thou me good?
Yeah.
There's none good but one, man." You know what I'm saying? So stop thinking you good, man. You in this flesh, you ain't good, bro. You know what I'm saying? This flesh is wicked. You know what I'm saying? We battling every day, man.
But the world doesn't push that. The world push is very fluffy understanding of what love is, man. It's not a good feeling of happiness and acceptance of everything. But it's a standard. Love is a standard. It's the case in point, you love your kids, so there's certain things that you're gonna mandate in your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Out of protection for them, out of love for them. How much more so for, that's only in the family nucleus, how much more so for a community. But Jake thinks that accepting everybody and what they do, that's okay as long as you don't judge. You know what I'm saying? And that causes a lot of confusion.
Yep.
You had goddamn me Thanksgiving with a Mo. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, little brother come in with his Latin lover, and this nigga, you know what I'm saying, eating Thanksgiving with you, man. And that's okay. No, man, that ain't okay. That's not what's up, bro. You know?
Shit, you supposed to judge, bro. It's supposed to be some sort of, it's supposed to be a standard. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that goes back onto the Esau ruling the world, man. Covering up the faces, man. He covering up judgment, true judgment, man. You know? Well, they say don't judge, but they judging you. They judging you for judging.
Yeah, why you judging me for judging, bro?
Right, you know?
Most people don't even know what to judge. They don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Judging is merely critical thinking. At the end of the day, you make judgments every day, man. You know what I'm saying? You get up and decide what shoes you're gonna wear. You made a judgment call.
Yeah, you judge.
Whether you stop at the stop sign or stoplight or not, or run it. That's a
Exactly.
judgment call.
Yep.
You know?
This is 1 Corinthians 2:15. It says, "But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man."
See? So you supposed to, like, clearly we supposed to judge, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people get it confused when it says, "Well, you're not supposed to judge me." What about you? But I'm not judging you according to, I'm judging you according to the standard of the scriptures. What you're talking about is what the Lord said.
Right.
He said, if you're gonna judge somebody, first make sure that you ain't got the beam,
Right, like you said.
beam in your, first take out the mote that is in your eye before you tell them to take the beam out of their eye.
That's it.
Right.
That's all that's all that's talking about.
That's
Not
it.
being a hypocrite.
Right. That's it, bro.
Can't tell you, man, you need to stop smoking cigarettes.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah, nigga,
Oh, man, you over here smoking black and mild, nigga.
You talking like a
And I got a whole cigarette.
Yeah.
Right.
Ugh, you just take a black? Ugh.
Right.
And I'm smoking on damn Lucy,
That's it. That's it.
you know?
It's a whole book in the Bible called Judges, man.
Exactly. And those judges are being groomed right now to be set up back in the earth, man. The scriptures tell you that. As a matter of fact, you read in Psalm, the 2nd chapter, it says, I'm gonna mess it up. Let me, count real quick. Matthew 2, like 11, 10 or 11.
10.
Matthew, Psalms 2. And like around verse 10 or 11, it says, be instructed.
Be instructed. Okay. Psalm 2 and 10. Be wise now, therefore, all ye kings. Be instructed.
There it is. Be instructed, man. We've received the instructions, the knowledge, man, that we now have, which is this light, the light in this dark, wicked world we live in, man. You know what I'm saying? These like it says in Isaiah 60, this earth in darkness and these people in gross darkness. You know? So these are the instructions, man. The kingdom, the knowledge, man. We're being, it says, read it one more time.
Come. Be wise now, therefore, all ye kings.
Mm-hmm. Dealing in wisdom. Go ahead.
Be instructed.
Be instructed. There it is. We're being groomed. It says, now, O ye kings, man. I believe it's going to say about the judges, too, if you keep reading.
Ye judges of the world.
There it is. Ye judges of the earth, man. You know? Because, as the scriptures say in Matthew, the 5th chapter, the meek shall inherit the earth. And like it says in Revelation, the 5th chapter, that we are made kings and priests, our power to and we're going to rule on earth. Roughly paraphrasing. Revelations 5 and 10. You know? So we're being instructed and groomed to be those kings, those judges, man.
That's right.
That's it, right?
Just a little bit more.
Okay, come.
Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling.
There you go, sir.
How do you,
Go ahead. No, you got it.
Well, how do you serve him? By revering him, by following after what he told us to do in the scriptures.
No, that's it.
Not a fluffy feeling and whatever comes to your mind. You know, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't type shit.
Right.
I got a quick one, just a precept going into that. This is 1 Peter 4 and 6. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the spirit. know what I'm saying? So if you live in according to the Spirit of the Lord, you're supposed to judge, man. You're supposed to tell these people, hey, if you keep doing that, man, you're going, hey, you know, if you do this, the Most High going, you know. That's why in the scripture, you know, especially to your brothers, man. If you see that, it says that in Titus, the first chapter. Rebuke them sharply that they may be sound in the faith. You know what I'm saying? So if we telling these people, look, the Most High's getting ready to come, and if you don't get right, you're going to be put to death. You know, hey, this, according to the scriptures, you're supposed to eat this. Hey, according to the scriptures, if you're put in this situation, you know, to the best of your ability, you got to do it like that.
Right.
No, that's how. No, that's what going into judgment, man.
That's right.
So if I see somebody, you know, like, you know, I don't know, you got your sister, she be, you know, just straight up whore, you know, you tell her, hey, you're not supposed to be, you know, you're not supposed to do that.
That's right. It's simple. It's simple.
Yeah, I wish I did it with that woman, man. You know, yeah, sin no more. And that's people don't understand the power of that phrase, man. Sin no more. They don't think about, like, okay, turn back and don't do it again. You know, like a fool mind is like convicted to not do it again. You know, that's what that baptism goes into. You know, but people don't understand these things. That's why they go, like we talking about, man. That's why when these times come, they're not gonna know what to do. They're not gonna know what to think. All they're gonna do is become ravenous animals, man. They're gonna revert to the original ways of Esau, man.
Yeah, just going in on that judging. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 6. And it reads, for this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the spirit, man. Which is beginning to start with Apostle Tahar on down and like-minded men. Hey, those men that are living, thus said the Lord, they can judge you, man. It says according to according to men in the flesh, man. You know, but live according to the God in the spirit, man. You know, in their flesh there's found no guile, man. I mean, Salaki, in their spirit there's found no guile, man. That's right. These people that are out here, exactly, that are out here trying to live, thus said the Lord, man. You know, that's come out of the wicked way of this world and return to righteousness, man. You know, they have been given the power from on high to judge you wicked people, man. Whether you can believe, understand it, like or not, man.
I believe if you read the verse up in the NLT, it says, before the Lord judges you, you're gonna be judged by, you know, pretty much by the men of the Lord before that judgment is executed, you know. But you know, a lot of the judgment that the Lord executes here on the planet Earth today, they probably was told something before, you know, 100,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And now they just receiving that deadly judgment, man. That's why we see these people being off, you know, on World Star, on Twitter, and all these other social medias, man. That's why these people die in that horrible manner, man.
That's right. Jake doesn't use common sense, or even the word, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it says in Romans, the 2nd chapter, what the Gentiles do naturally is a law unto themselves. What they know to do right, they don't do. You know what I'm saying? The basic person knows, Jake knows not to steal, but Jake can do it either way. Jake knows it's really not wise to, you know, commit adultery. I'm thinking about this one rapper who was making fun of the dead. This dude named BTB something.
Oh, the nigga H-Time.
Yeah. Standing in the person trying to rob him with blood, and he ended up getting killed like a few days later.
I think it was the same day.
Same day, Tony.
Yep. A couple hours later, bro.
You know, if you would use the scriptures in this earth, you would have been chilled.
Yeah.
You would have been a bold fellow.
Yeah, straight up, man. Yep.
But Jake Ludd got killed. You know, but if you use the scriptures, that would have been a way for him to escape death. You know?
That reminds me of that whole cycle of that you know, going into the hood and Israel being in the hood, like the movie Boys in the Hood. You know what I mean? Like that it's a never-ending cycle of just Israel killing amongst themselves, man. You know, hey, that brother got killed, so that dude went up to get revenge and killed him. And then at the end of the movie, it said 2 weeks later he was killed.
Right.
What's his name? Doughboy. Yeah, that's right, man. That's the never-ending curse of our people, man. Being in situations like that, you know, not being able to escape that livelihood, man. And our people think it's cool to be like that.
Yeah, death culture.
That's why, man, bro. That's why the scriptures talk about in Isaiah the first chapter, man. The whole head is sick. You got all that's left to do is to completely get rid of it, man. Burn it up. So these people, it don't matter. There's nothing that we can do as men in the flesh, or these other camps, or even anybody else to save these people, man. The only way for Israel to come back is for them to die. That's according to the Lord, man.
Proverbs 10 and 23. It is a sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. Going into what you just said, they're going to have to learn by death by pain. All these fears that 2/3 people have in the world of how to die, it's going to happen to them in the near future. Versus us, man, you know, we're looking to have that covering because we have reverence or fear towards Yahweh by Shah.
I got a precept to what you talking about.
If I can say real quick before you bring that out, and that goes when you read Isaiah 33:6, man, it says that that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. You know, and that fear brings wisdom. So you're gonna move in wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake is sottish, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, my people are wise to do evil. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just like they went into the story about the rapper. He ended up getting put to death. You know, Doughboy in the movie. Jake is just out of there, man. You know, and they don't move with wisdom, man, because they don't have the knowledge. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Hosea the 4th chapter, man. Destruction is coming upon Israel for not having the knowledge of the Lord, man. That lack of knowledge.
That's why the Lord said, "They that hate me love death."
That's right.
If you hate someone, if you coming up against the men of the Lord or the scriptures or doing anything opposite of what the scriptures talk about, then you hate the Lord. So that means that you love death. You know? I got a quick one going into what the elder brought out. This is Proverbs 17, verse 11. An evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. Well, that death angel, man.
That's right.
We all know that, what that goes into, so that, hey, a man can live wickedness do wickedness all his life and be judged in another life, man.
Yep.
That's right. That's why these people, you've seen them comments about people make, oh, he was a good boy, he was going to Harvard. You know what I'm saying? But that motherfucker was wicked as hell, man.
Right.
That's why people die in the manner of, you seen videos, bro, and they brothers understand, man. You see somebody be put to death, and it puts that fear in your mind, man. That's right. Like, damn, this could, shit. Yeah, how about you now, Lord, please, deliver me from evil, the brothers be praying on that, man.
Hey, I was gonna say too, that cruel messenger, a lot of times, or in a lot of ways, that could be us too. Telling them that, look, you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh by Shah. A lot of people think what we say is harsh and mean and we're fear mongering. Well, in fact, that's exactly what we're doing. You know, knowing the fear of the Lord, we persuade men.
There it is.
Yes, we are fear mongers. We are telling people, look, bad times are coming, man. You don't get right with the Lord, then you're gonna be destroyed. But a lot of people they ain't hearing this, man.
Hey, when you go into that definition, I think like on Google, like the Wikipedia say basically like exaggeration of something. You know what I'm saying? But we're not exaggerating, man.
Right.
You know, because the Lord said, hey, the Lord's gonna do what He said He gonna do, man. And what the Lord said He gonna do is He gonna bring a time on the world like never before, man. You see, it's gonna be so bad that the archangel Michael is gonna have to stand up, man, to defend the elect, man. You see, so that shows you how bad the judgment the Lord is gonna sit on this place, man. To the point to where even, hey man, one of the top angels under Yahweh Shah got to get up, man, and come down and do something about it, man. You see?
I still got more in 2nd Ezra. You got something?
Nah, go ahead.
This is back in 2nd Ezra 15, verse 7. It says, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." You know, and that's what we're doing, man. We've been complaining, man. You know, generations and generations of prophets and men of the Lord, you know, Lord willing, we those men, coming out and prophesying against these mighty nations, man. And here in America as well. You know, the righteous blood crying out, man. So like we just read, man, the Most High ain't gonna hold his tongue no more concerning the wickedness going on here in the planet Earth. It says, "May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn." And that's the spirit that the Lord is going to come in, man.
Is that somebody down there?
Yeah, that's brother stand.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's the spirit that the Most High is going to come in, man. You know, you see, you know, you walking in the woods, and a lion ain't ate in days. What can you do to stop it? It's going to come at you with everything it's got. Its mind is fully set on getting you, man. And that's the spirit of the Lord, man. And that's the spirit that the Lord's going to come in those times. Well, He's already coming in. Seeing the things that's going on here, you know, there's going to be a lot of misfortune coming to the planet Earth pretty soon, you know. So with that, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash.
You know, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach it real well. Peace and blessings to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners. Shalom.
Shalom.